Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This show's Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, listen, I want to give the biggest shout out to the OG Key Talk game members for holding it down for so long. And then also, I want to give a big shout out to the newcomers of Key Talk game. Come on in, make sure you hit that like button when you come in. Speaking of the like button, we have done much better in the last couple of videos of getting the likes up, but make sure y'all continue to hit the like button, get the likes up to show that we as a group, as a team, as a gang, as a community, as a society are the best and the greatest on YouTube that there's ever been. Anyways, now with all that being said, let's hop into the news, man. The first topic, we got like three different topics to talk about today. Really two, but I may throw a third one in there. But the first thing we got to talk about today, everybody knows that Julio Foolio was unfortunately unalive. Of course, a lot of people seen it coming because basically based off how Julio Foolio would diss in the ops. We know what happens when you diss the ops. But anyways, this go around, the people that actually killed Julio Foolio, they've all been captured other than one person. So he running around right now. He on his "you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man" type of timing. But the thing about it is this: one of the people that had court, well, they all had court, but one of the guys inside the courtroom that actually is accused of unaliving Julio Foolio is a pure demon. And this is what I mean when I say he a demon. Buddy was inside the courtroom. They begin to play Yungeen Aces, "Who I Smoke" song, who I smoke. Well, while they playing that, Buddy is almost as if he had on his earphones. I'm talking about he in there jamming, rocking his head to the actual song, which everybody with a logical sense and a little teeny bit of a brain cell will understand that that ain't good for his case at all. That ain't good for him, period. That ain't good for none of them at all, right? But he's in there bobbing his head to the song of "Who I Smoke" song. I'm gonna play that video for y'all so y'all can actually get it, understand it, and see what I'm saying, right? And he's actually doing this inside of the courtroom while they're playing the song. So I mean, it's to the point where they all pled not guilty, which means they pled saying they didn't do it. But if you bobbing your head to this, I mean, I guess you do have the freedom to bob your head, but it's just insane that like you. That's like if you was to kill somebody and then you go to trial for it and you start bobbing your head to a song that's about dissing and killing them, right? But anyways, enough of that. Let me go ahead and get to playing the video for y'all. Give me just a second here.
The feuding has included the rival gangs posting music videos about each other online, aimed at disrespecting the other side. Jacksonville detectives have described one video where Julio Foolio is in a graveyard talking about rival gang members. And during a court hearing this month,
Bro
Isaiah
is
Chance
bobbing
appeared
his
to be
head.
nodding along to a video posted.
Bro, I'm talking about, you would think bro is in his room or something, right? In his car somewhere, just bobbing his head. But Buddy is literally inside the courtroom, just bobbing to it. I'm talking about. I'm like, golly, that's demon right there. That's a real life demon. I'm talking about. That's who you want sliding for you right there for real.
By his gang, aimed at disrespecting Julio Foolio's gang. In Tampa, Ariel Placencia, Fox 13 News. Part of the feuding had.
Now, let's read some of the comments. Y'all know when we watch the video, we read the comments afterward, right? So let's read some of the comments, right? So this first comment says, "Yeah, look, cuz a demon." And then if somebody got a whole bunch of laughing emojis. And of course, yeah, that's supposed to say Bob, but it says that. Who cares? But anyways, um, the next comment says, "Shoo, he in there now, F it," which means, hey, he already done got caught now. What's the point of showing any type of sympathy or something like that at all? But mainly it's just a whole lot of laughing emojis, right? People find this pretty entertaining. Anyways, next we got to talk about Lil Baby. Now, everybody knows that Lil Baby was actually arrested for, I believe he was arrested in like Vegas or something like that. Now, Lil Baby does have a permit to carry, which I don't know how that's possible if he's a felon. However, there are rule speculations, but they're saying that it doesn't matter about no permit in Vegas. You just can't have it at all, right? So even if you do have a permit, unless you're like a governmental agent or some type of security or something like that, you can still be prevented from actually holding and having a gun, especially if you're not supposed to have it because you're a felon or something, right? Or if it's just a law that prevents you from having that. However, the arrest footage has actually came out of them actually arresting Lil Baby. Now, the thing about it is this, right? While they're arresting Lil Baby, Buddy literally saw a security guard, a black security guard. He was like, "Hey, give me that black security guard. Call this number for me. I give you $20,000. $20,000 to make a." Man, why would I pull out my phone so fast? What is the number, sir? You want me to take one of the police's guns? I mean, not guns, one of their phones for them and call for 20 bands? And then it got to the point where he was like, "Man, listen, you do this for me, I pay you $200,000. You don't even make that in a year here," which I don't know if the security guard ever actually did it or not. But we're gonna go ahead and watch the video of that, and then of course I'm gonna show you what a lot of people online was actually saying about it as well. Right? Give me just a second here. Here goes the video. And that's a little baby right there.
Hey, I need 20 bands. Call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy. Call the number for me. Locking me up for a gun, but I got a license.
You see, even there, little baby says, they locking me up for a gun, even though I got a license. So he's telling y'all that he literally has a license to carry. So at least he's moving smart, but just not smart enough because I don't think he knows the law inside of whether it's at Vegas or whatever it may be there, right? You probably still can't have it.
Security. Security, fuck your job. I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security.
Security!
I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here.
Hey, bro, Buddy should have. I mean, listen, if Lil Baby was getting arrested and he told you to make a call for him and he went from $20,000 to then turned it into $200,000 a year for one, would you believe that he's actually going to pay that money to you? And would you also next go ahead and make the call for him? I would have made it at 20 bands, but he went up to 200,000. Security said, man, I ain't trying to lose my job. I don't know if he gonna really pay me or not. He said he swear to God, but I mean, who knows, man? What would you have done in that situation? Was the question.
Go. Yeah, let me go. Hey, lady, my check leave at 9:10. Back to LA. For James Harden's birthday. I gotta show my night. Yeah, it's his birthday. I think it's right here. We came here for his birthday. I came with myself, so I had
He said he came there for James Harden's birthday.
take my man down. You want to take my man down? Nah, I don't want to do that. Y'all said we good. If I go to jail with a gun, y'all die. So make sure y'all check me good. Nah, check me good. I got a gun in my nuts.
Yeah, he said I got a gun in my nuts.
Check me good.
Yo.
You on the camera? I got a gun in my nuts. Check
He
me
said I got a gun in my
I got
nuts.
a gun. Alright, y'all let me in that car, shoot myself in the head. Y'all fire. Super hard. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head when I get in the car. I got a gun.
Yo. Buddy said, if y'all don't check me good and I get in the car and I accidentally shoot myself, I'm gonna sue all y'all. Y'all all gonna get fired. Check me right now. I got a gun in my nuts. You gotta reach and get it.
No, I got it. I told y'all, I got a gun.
So he actually did end up having a gun that I guess they didn't check him for or wasn't trying to check him for, which would have definitely been a mistake on their end if he got way to the jail and didn't have a gun, right? But let's go to the comment section and read some of this stuff. So the first comment, it says, would have called that number so fast, of course, for 20 bands, who wouldn't? And then, of course, the next comment says, it would have been the easiest 20K I ever made. Man, moral of the story, I would have called that number so fast for 200,000, lock us both up. Security made $150 to $200 that night. 20K could have changed his life. I would have flew over there, you hear me? I would have called the number on the strength 100, which means he said he wouldn't cared about that 20 bands. Boy, you would have wanted that 20 band. You know that. I would have called that number so fast. Unhand my man now. You realize your license to carry varies from state to state. Now, this is a good one, educational post right here. You realize that your license to carry varies state from state, depending on their laws, right? Laugh out loud. He's not going to be suing anybody. Case drop, probably suing negative. So yeah, that guy was pretty much saying that there's a possibility that even with the fact that he has a license, he probably can't have it in Vegas. Oh yeah, the next comment says Vegas ain't no carrying state, so that license don't matter at all. So we'll just wrap it up with those comments right there. Last but not least, of course, I made that video yesterday where Yayo pretty much came out and said that he wanted to try to unite Fort Worth, Texas, and the opportunity arose because someone from the east, of course, Yayo's from the south side, right? And the south side and the east side has literally been at odds, doing all type of wild stuff for a long history of it, right, to each other. But a rapper that goes by the name of Ape Gang Almighty. Of course, y'all know Ape Gang Almighty, especially on this channel. He was the one that had that viral post that I pretty much made a video on where he was like, muffin top. He was going to dunk somebody on a muffin top. He pretty much came out after Yayo said, I wish I could bring Fort Worth together. We would all, be rich, in which Ape Gang Almighty came out and said, if he takes down top floor of YouTube, it'll be considerable. So here's the thing about that, right? The very fact that Ape Gang Almighty actually came out and said that shows that there's a route for peace. There's a route for these guys to put stuff in the past or to just move forward, right? That's a demand, but we know inside of business when someone makes a demand, the other person comes back with either their demand or you get into negotiating phase, right? So maybe they get to the point where they're like, okay, you know what, that video's up there, but we've all been doing a lot of dissing. We've all got many disses on there. So let's just moving forward, no dissing the dead homies, or moving forward, just no more of the BS that we was doing. But the videos that's already up now is a part of the history. But that don't mean that they can't show that they can move past a lot of the stuff that they were into. And, from there, try to make the future better, better for a lot of people. And even reading the comment section, which I'm going to do here for y'all can see that a lot of people do want the peace. Of course, let's just read the comment section. I'll get into the other stuff a little later, right? Of course, someone, CFO, he made the 100 signs of Ape Gang Almighty. Next comment says, my dog. And it says, Yayo ain't finna do that. And then when he said Yayo ain't finna do that, I pretty much responded and said, it's still a step forward. Communication, making deals, and finding understanding can resolve a lot. Of course, people liked it. Somebody said, if Lil Kyron really about that growth and moving forward stuff, ain't nothing weak or wrong about taking the video down. We can't sit down and be cool as long as you're eating off a song dissing my dead homies. Respect to the is a two-way street, in which I responded and I said, to be fair, both sides have many diss songs dissing each other. Unfortunately, that's part of the history. However, that don't mean they can't show people that the future is brighter for the city. Can't change the past, but can write a new future and set an example for the future artists and building. So, that's just my way of pretty much saying, hey, listen, yes, these songs may be there, but of course, both sides got those songs. If both sides was literally to delete all the songs that's dissing the other sides and all the stuff like that, you probably have all the songs and Fort Worth gone. You know what I'm talking about? But that's a part of the history. People have seen it. Lives are there. All type of stuff is there, right? But moving forward, I think something's going to come out of this, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this because, like I say, this is really big for Fort Worth. This is big for the city. I'm talking about this is it is big. So we're gonna see how that all plays out. Anyway, so today we talked about the arrest of Lil Baby. I showed y'all the footage. The cops had to go inside of his nutsack. Pretty much he offered that man $20K, went up to 200,000, which I don't think the guy made the call, which is absolutely insane. Also, the Who I Smoke was played inside of the courtroom. Julio Foolio's killers were bobbing their head to it as if it's a big old game until that judge come down and say, I sentence you 25 to life. Boom, boom, boom. And then, of course, last but not least, Yayo is still on a mission to unite Fort Worth, Texas. Let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.